Hey you guys, so today we are going to do another fry video. Yes, you heard it right, another one. We're going to be doing the Burro Banana fries. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard of a Burro Banana, but this is what they look like. And so this is like more of the unripe or unsweetened version because these are the green ones, and when they're all ripe, they turn yellow. It's like a spicy habanero marinara ketchup-y kind of sauce. I don't know. It's bomb, but we're gonna make that as like the dipping sauce with the fries. So like the fries with the ketchup, but it's all natural and doesn't have any weird ingredients like ketchup does. Okay, so let's get the oven preheated so they're ready when we have cut them up and they're all set to go and put them in. So we are going to bake them at 450, so when you turn this up, let's get it going. 450 and then start. Okay, now let's get to chopping. As you can see here, I have 6 Burro Bananas that we are going to cut up, and then we're just gonna use some salt and pepper, and we're gonna throw them on this baking sheet here, which I already covered with parchment paper because you know we do not use foil. Got it? Okay, so as you can see here, I am slicing off the ends of the Burro Bananas and then I slice them in half. This just makes it easier for me to peel off the skin from the Burro Banana. It could be a little tricky at times, so sometimes, I mean, if you want, you can cut it off too, but I'm trying to make sure that I get as much of the Burro Banana as I can. So I just slice them in small fry sizes, and then as this one you can see, I'm just peeling off the skin again. And I'm gonna save you guys some time, and I'll do this for the rest of the Burro Banana. So I've cut them all up. Just make sure that they're not like sitting on top of each other. You want them to cook evenly. Try to keep them the same size. They don't have to be perfect, as you can tell. Some of mine even broke, like it's not that big of a deal. Let me just move this one. And then we are going to just put some salt and pepper on these to taste. So I'm gonna do that and come back. Okay, I couldn't do that while I was holding the camera. So yeah, as you can see, I put some salt and pepper on them. I used this Himalayan pink salt and this Trader Joe's ground pepper. I like ground pepper. So I just used those, and you can kind of move it around. I didn't toss them in a bowl to get all the seasonings on them, but just kind of move it around and give it one more go, that's good too. But this will be fine because we're gonna have the sauce with it. So I'm gonna open this up and put these in there for 15 to 20 minutes until they're nice and crispy. Let's put this kitchen timer on. We got a kitchen timer. Let's do 18 minutes. Start. Okay, so now let's get the sauce going. For the sauce, you are going to need 4 cloves of garlic, about 1/4 of an onion. You can use yellow if you'd like, but I just have red. I have 2 tomatoes. These are off the vine from my grandpa's house, so that's why they look a little cracked and whatnot, but this is the real ting, okay? And then I have some ground black pepper, some oregano, and some Himalayan pink salt, and then I also have a spicy habanero. So I'm gonna use a habanero. You don't have to use something this spicy, but I would suggest using like a jalapeno or something, or if you don't even like spice at all, then you can use like a little bit of a bell pepper, that's fine too, but you don't really have to use anything, but it just gives it such an amazing flavor with some habanero. You can use serrano peppers or jalapeno if you like. So I have that. And then you need a tomato paste. Now, with tomato paste, it was always hard for me to find a good one because a lot of tomato pastes have weird ingredients. So I love this tomato paste because the only ingredient in it is tomatoes. There's nothing else. There's no weird citric acid. It's actually hard to find tomato paste that doesn't have citric acid or regular salt. And I don't use regular table salt. I only use sea salt and Himalayan salt. It's a very different salt. If you didn't know, regular table salt is not good for you. Any type of salt in general, you don't want to overdo. But anyways, I got this from the Whole Foods, and I was really excited to find it, and we're only going to use about 2 tablespoons of this. So we're going to blend these ingredients up in the bullet. So I'm gonna start putting the ingredients in here. So that's what we'll be using before we put it on the stove to heat up the sauce. Okay, so here I just put in the onion. Now I'm just cutting off the end of the habanero and some of the end and the bad parts of the tomato. Same thing here. These are some nice juicy tomatoes too from my uncle and my grandpa's garden. You guys know that my favorite way to peel a garlic is to just smash it and then open it up. It'll open right up for you that way. Next up, I'm going to add some pepper and a teaspoon of oregano. You can use fresh oregano too if you'd like, but if you use fresh, use a half a teaspoon. Then we have our 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Lastly, I am going to add some Himalayan sea salt, and then we can get this thing going in the blender. Okay, so let's get this burner on because we are going to heat up the sauce now. So I'm gonna turn the burner on, let's say 5, and then I'm gonna pour the sauce in this pan here. So I have the sauce here. The sauce actually tastes really good without cooking it, but I feel like it just brings out a little bit more of the flavor. It tastes bomb, like I said, try it. If you don't wanna heat it up, then that's totally fine too, but I like to like heat it up a little bit, and it's really, really good. Now, we don't need to add any sweetness. I don't like any ketchup or marinaras with sweet flavors or flavor profiles. It's just never been my thing. That's also why I never liked store-bought tomato sauces, because they were just so sweet. Like, why do they add so much high fructose corn syrup to those? But anyways, so now this is heating. We're gonna stir this up a little bit, give it about 5 to 8 minutes, and then we are all set. So I am just going to give it a stir. It's only been on for about a minute or so, but make sure you continuously kind of stir it and that it doesn't start bubbling and burning at the bottom. All right, so these are all ready to come out. As you can see, they're just like pretty crispy. Like, see how they're just like breaking off here. So that's how I know that they're ready to go. And our sauce here, you can smell it. It smells so fragrant. It's all ready to go. And you can also use this as like a tomato sauce, like a spicy tomato sauce, or a pizza sauce. Like, it's so good. Like, and I've never been like a tomato saucy kind of person, but this here is it. It's fire. Let's get this plated and taste it. So I'm gonna put some fries there, and you can also leave them in a little bit longer if you want them a little bit more crispy, but this is perfect for me. Now let's get some of this sauce in this bowl. Oops. It's actually really hot still, so you might want to wait till it cools down. It smells like pizza in here. Okay, so I'm gonna dip it in here into the sauce. Got some on there. These are actually addicting. And the spiciness with the like ketchup-y sauce, or I don't even know what to call it yet, but it's so good. I know I always say that, but you guys, it's really good. Believe me, I wouldn't give you guys no bad recipes, I promise. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know if you guys make it. So there you have it. It is a oil-free recipe, gluten-free, and it was pretty quick to make as well. So we're starting off with easy recipes, and then we'll start getting to the harder ones, but that was wrapping up for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know if you guys make it. Bye.